film so nice. I had to see that. Yo, what's up, y'all? I'm rocking with y'all. You rocking with me. It's your boy RP. He's it. And I just got back from watching Dragon Ball Super Hero. Oh, let me just start off by saying that I'm just so happy to see this franchise grow with me, man. I was just thinking on my way over to go watch this about how surreal it is to just be able to walk to the cinema and see Dragon Ball like on the big screen. I used to only be able to watch Dragon Ball on Toonami at 12 on them small ass CRTs. Then we upgraded to being able to watch it on the flipping computer. Then I was gassed when I was able to see it in HD when Dragon Ball Kai came out. I used to watch it on Kicks them times. But now we're watching it on the cinema screen, on the silver screen, man. Gohan with silver hair on the silver screen. Let me not even get ahead of myself right now, dude. But it was a really nice feeling to see Dragon Ball growing the same way I as a person am growing. You know, sometimes you hear about series stagnation where you grow and then the series is still like the same. I heard like a lot of fans of Pokemon were experiencing that because Ash Ketchum wasn't catching up with them. But my nigga Goku is always progressing. My nigga Gohan is always progressing. And to see them progress alongside me in my life as well, and to see the franchise itself continue to grow was just a really, really wonderful thing to see. Like when I was growing up, only me and my niggas knew about Dragon Ball. Like I felt like regular people in my class, like if I was like, oh, this is a drawing of Goku, like I draw Goku, and then they'd ask me like, why is his shirt off? Like, bro, can you not see that I've just drawn the iconic scene of Goku fighting Frieza? Why are you asking me about his shirt? Why are you not asking me about the thematic resonance of this? You get me? Like them sort of things. But now Dragon Ball is becoming mainstream, and I'm actually happy to see it. Like everybody knows what's going on with my niggas, the Saints. Let's see what's going on with him in this film. So this film's plot actually revolves around the Red Ribbon Army. Always a welcome place in my home. And it's here where we find out that even after the defeat of Cell, the Red Ribbon Army continued, but as a shadow company this time, known to the public as the Red Ribbon Pharmaceutical Company. So this whole time, the Red Ribbon Army was being led by the son of its original commander, Red, called Magenta. And basically, Magenta wants to bring the Red Ribbon Army back to its original glory, so he actually hires the grandson of Dr. Gero, the creator of the androids, and the creator of Cell, called Dr. Hedo. And the two of them team up to try and destroy the Capsule Corporation and take over the world. Simple, sweet, and to the point. That's how I like my Dragon. These new characters are so live, bro. Magenta definitely has to be my second favorite of the new cast members because he continues the naming scheme from the original Red Ribbon Army in Dragon Ball. Colonel Silver, General White, General Blue, Captain Dark, Captain Yellow, Colonel Violet, his actual father, Commander Red, and now continuing the legacy, my nigga Magenta with a fresh suit, the crispy Rolex, and the flippin' Italian accent, a match in the English dub. I'm fucking with my nigga, bro. He cool. And I personally like Magenta being the son of Commander Red because not only does it give him an emotional reason to want to attack our heroes, it is also kind of realistic because any rich kid whose father had like a multi-million-dollar army, like the Red Ribbon Army, of course is going to want to get it back to the way it was in the olden days because they're going to want to surpass their father and they're going to want to continue getting that flipping money. You get me, bro? So I actually like Magenta being Red's son. However, I don't as much like Dr. Hedo being Dr. Gero's grandson. I think they're a little bit too on the nose with that, especially with this thing that they're trying to do, saying that he's a super genius and he's even better with androids than Dr. Gero was when they never even met. So that doesn't make any sense. Like, they're forcing it way too much with that. At least if he had met Dr. Gero and Dr. Gero was a big influence on him, it would make more sense narratively where he was able to continue to develop his grandfather's teachings. But for them just magically having the same obsession with artificial life forms and both being really good at just making androids, that shit is too on the nose, bro. Like, my mom would say, what kind of spirit is in their family? Like, why do you all have to make androids for, bro, that kill the world? What's wrong with you? Go church, man. So I don't like that aspect of Dr. Hedo's character. I do like his name, same sort of pun kind of thing, Jero and Hedo. I think that makes more sense in Japanese, I'm sure, but it still works in English a little bit. And what I do like about Dr. Hedo is he's a flippin' freak, bro. Like, this guy is he's one of them demented kids. Like, he's so weird. Just look at the way this nigga eats Oreos, and that's all you need to know about this man, bro. Why does he scrape he scrapes the milk off of the Oreo with the other Oreo, bro? Only serial killers do that. Only school shooters do them things there, man. All of the character interactions in this film are 10 out of 10. Seeing how much the Son family relies and trusts in Piccolo is super sweet to see, especially remembering where that relationship comes from. Their father met him all these years ago, and they was trying to kill each other, and now seeing them not being able to live without Piccolo is super wholesome. And what's even nicer to see is Piccolo settle into that role himself. Even having a house, he set up a house. Like, he used to just live in the wilderness, levitating over random shit, but now he has like a selected area so that, and I like to think it's because he wants the Son family to be able to find him when they need to find him, because Piccolo, during the Cell Saga, I think he used to just like levitate outside of Gohan's house, like near to him, but now he levitates in a secluded area, so them niggas need to come see him, they can come see him. And niggas couldn't come see him because number 2 couldn't come see him. And he still beat the shit out of that nigga. Oh, and let me talk about Android number 2. I mean, sorry. Gamma 2, bro. Gamma Dos. Oh my goodness. The Gammas both was flipping sick. I really like the references to Ultraman and Kamen Rider. You know, both of them even had the special move, Kamen Rider kick. They both have like Kamen Rider kicks, and I really like that old homage to Japanese Super Sentai heroes. But the personalities which they gave these heroes were completely radical, and I really like number 2, or his sacrifice at the end was too mad. Oh my gosh, MVP of the whole film, bro. The way he was striking poses, super classified. That nigga was too good. Him and his twin brother Gamma 1 have really good chemistry, with Gamma 1 being the more stoic one. Because of it, he seems to be less of an interesting character to the audience, but he actually just accentuates Gamma 2's personality, and I really appreciate that about the two. This film benefits greatly from Goku and Vegeta being absent from the main plot. This is what Dragon Ball has needed for a long time. It really refreshes the entire setting, because it's totally plausible for weaker villains to pose a challenge to the Z-Fighters now, because all of them have been doing jack diddly squat for 10 years, bro. Gohan being the poster boy for this mindset. Man, like, I only started realizing that people like Gohan when I started being online more. Me, when I was watching Dragon Ball in my formative years, I never even liked Gohan in the first place, because I could just see the shitness in him, bro. Even so, at some point in this film, they threw a sensu beam at him and he couldn't catch it. This nigga's never caught anything in his whole life, bro. Like, I never really rated Gohan, but I learned to appreciate him because of how people became attached to it. And I won't lie, he had a lot of cool moments in this film, and I like Mystic / Ultimate Gohan quite a lot growing up. But for the majority of this film, he's just acted so useless. But that nonchalant attitude is kind of what allows the central conflict of this film to take place. Basically, Pan at the beginning of the film, after training with Piccolo, asks him if he's ever seen his dad like go hard. Like she was asking, like, is it true that my dad is actually stronger than grandpa? Piccolo was like, yeah, but I don't know if that's true anymore. And he kind of uses this opportunity, using what the Red Ribbon Army is trying to do, he uses that opportunity to scare Gohan back into shape and like wake him up to the fact that, yo, we was able to take care of these guys without Goku and Vegeta. But imagine if it was somebody who was actually a worthy threat, like a serious threat, and they wasn't here. What the hell would you have done? You have the power to be able to protect yourself and your family, but you're doing jack shit. You're learning about golden ants. Foolish boy. Seeing the Z Fighters brought a smile to my face. Grown Goten and Trunks? Boy! Oi, I heard Goten's voice in the English dub. This guy sounds bad. The fact that he has a deeper voice than Gohan, that sort of thing really gets to me, bro. I seen the young grow and blossom and bloom. It was so fantastic. For Gotenks though, man, I feel like they blew waters with that one, man. How you gonna make Goten? I understand they've not been training for a while and they forgot how to do the fusion properly. But at the end, I know you guys saw they did that dance correctly, and they didn't even let me see at least the top of Gotenks' head. You know, Gotenks is one of my favorite characters. Why are they doing this to me, bro? Bulma in this film stands out even in her supporting role. And as I get older, I actually begin to realize just how integral she is to the general cast of Dragon Ball as a whole. Because she's responsible for bringing them all together like this. I actually like I said earlier, Dr. Hedo pinpoints them as the cause and the issue of everything that's been going on with Earth, because all of them gather to Bulma. She's the nexus of the Z Fighter community, and it's just so funny to see how dynamic of a character she is. Her wanting to wish, first off, her continuing to gather the Dragon Balls even after they kind of like don't need them anymore for wishes and that. Just kind of as like a hobby almost, it seems like she's collecting them for, as a way to reminisce about her old days when she used to connect them with Goku and Krillin. Was a really sweet touch. I like that. And then her keeping in character and using the Dragon Balls for the same shit she used to use them for. Like, people apparently was getting angry that she was using the Dragon Balls to wish for stupid shit in the last few films. Bro, the first thing Bulma was ever gonna wish for in Dragon Ball was to get a boyfriend, bro. So can you please stop chatting shit? You obviously don't know the character, because Bulma is vain as hell. She's vain as hell, bro. She really went and got the EDBL, bro. The Eternal Dragon Brazilian Buttlift, bro. How can you wish? How can you gather the 7 Dragon Balls at S Sharon to make your nyasha? No, these men, they're not serious. They're not actually serious. Oh, it's making me laugh. The only wish that I take issue with in this entire film is Piccolo's wish. How can you just wish to be Super Saiyan God? You can't. What the hell? Since when was Sharon ever able to do that? Why couldn't they just let Dende unlock Piccolo's potential? There was literally no reason for that. That age shit is bullshit. Doing things like that cheapen all narrative struggles going forward. I seen they did the same thing with Granola in the Dragon Ball Super manga. And if characters can just wish to be stronger, then there's no point of having a story at all. Because the point of the story is watching them get stronger through their own hardship and determination. What the hell do you lot think this is? My Hero Academia? We ain't splitting hairs over here, my G. It's just a joke. It's just a joke. Please don't be angry. If you like my haircut, please. While we're here, another thing I disliked about how the Dragon Balls were handled in this film was Shenron himself. Shenron has always been depicted as if he was an omnipotent being, even when he began to become weaker than a lot of the main cast. So why is he calling Piccolo by name in his film? Whenever he used to be summoned, he would speak with a booming voice. Speak. You'll have 3 wishes. Speak your wishes, and I will grant them. Farewell. He never looked at any of these men in the eye before. He always used to look past them because he's the eternal flipping dragon. You have to speak with this nigga with his respect. So why is he calling Piccolo like he's his boy? He's not his boy. Piccolo's not your boy. You're the eternal dragon. Stop acting like him, my nigga. This shit pissed me off. All in all, the main conflict of the film was fantastic. I really like all of the set pieces. In fact, let me speak about the animation as a whole. All of you bastards that said that the animation to this film was gonna be shit because it's 3D. I hope you can just slap yourself next time you see yourself in the mirror. All of you are just chatting points. Hey, what's you? Can you just don't have an opinion next time there's a Dragon Ball film with a different art style? Don't talk. I'm sure you better just not talk because you see how wrong you are. Can you see how beautiful that film was looking on the big screen? You see how glossy them niggas was moving, how smooth they were? You see the sound? The film was looking so clear that Piccolo could see sound effects. He said it himself. You don't actually have the right to talk. Like, you actually don't even have the right to talk, you man, bro. You man that said the animation was gonna be shit, dude, you actually don't have the right to speak. Again, you've lost your rights. They've been revoked. I think this movie being in 3D actually added to one of Dragon Ball's most integral parts. The battles. I knew Dragon Ball niggas cut box. But the martial artistry on display in this film, the fights in this film were personal. The weight behind each blow was really well delivered. Good movement, camera, and effects all came together to make this film just pop visually. And I finna pop anybody who disses it in the jaw. Even some minor scenes are too clean to go without mention. One that comes immediately to mind is when Pan swings her arms around her disappointment when Piccolo denies teaching her how to shoot energy blast. The fluidity in that motion, god damn! With Dragon Ball Super Broly also being renowned for bringing a new, fresh visual style to the series, and this adding on top of that pattern, I'm really excited to see what other teams at Toei are able to bring to Dragon Ball. Definitely some of them might be hit or miss, but with the last two being so good, I'm just excited to see how far they could continue to morph and change Dragon Ball and continue to refresh it. It's really, really ensuring to know that even if Dragon Ball may not be innovative narratively anymore, its biggest strength, in my opinion, its visuals, can continue to stay immersive and exciting. The only caveat I have about the animation in this are in the Goku and Vegeta scenes on Whis' planet. I don't know if it's the lighting in that area, or maybe one of my theories is that they animated that part of the film first before any other part, but it seems to me that Goku and Vegeta's scenes are a little bit more stiff in terms of animation, and also the line work that they put on the models is too dark. It's kind of jarring. Like the rest of the film, the line work is a lot lighter, so it's more similar to the manga / anime style that they're going for, but the line work on Goku and Vegeta scenes is too dark and it makes it look more blocky. It might be the lighting, it might be that they just shot those parts first. But regardless, that's like the worst part of the film, and it's not even that bad. Like visually, the fight itself was actually absolutely too fantastic. Seeing Broly, Vegeta, and Goku born now as the last remaining full-blooded Saiyans is really sick to see. And Vegeta learning and growing as well. Like I was saying at the beginning of the video, Vegeta is now humbling himself as a fighter and continuing to improve. Like, this shit is too sick. Goku and Vegeta working together is better than them working against each other, man. This shit is beautiful to see. And my nigga Vegeta finally I finally defeated Kakarot. No, this film is actually golden, bro. I think this might be. I don't know. I really like Battle of Gods just because of what it means for Dragon Ball coming back. Of course, Broly's number one. I hope you guys should have all known that instinctively. Broly is, of course, the first number one of these new Toriyama films. But I don't know. It's really a tight second between Battle of Gods and superhero, bro. I'm full with this one, bro. Before I let you guys go, we have to talk about the new transformations. Now listen, I know earlier in the video I went on that long rant about how Piccolo should have earned his new strength and not ask Shannon to give it to him. And even if it needed to be given to him, then maybe then they could have given it to him instead of it just being away from the Dragon Balls. I still think that Orange Piccolo Listen, this nigga Orange Piccolo is crispy. Yup. Now listen, I still don't like the name. I think the name is shit. Like, I saw this afterward that Akira Toriyama wrote for the Japanese audience, and he tried to play it off. You know how you play things off in English class? He tried to play it off and make it so that, oh yeah, well, Piccolo is the type of character who would be shit at naming things, so I'm also going to be like this for him to have a shit name. That's bullshit. Akira Toriyama is doing that shit at naming things because he's 60 years old and these men are not letting him retire. To be honest, I think they should let him retire, but still, we kind of need him still. But let me not even talk about right now. That's another topic for another video. Despite that, Orange Piccolo's design is so cool. It's actually one of the most, I think it's my favorite of all of the new designs, like visually, including Ultra Instinct. I like Ultra Instinct. So let me not get in trouble actually by going into that. Let me just talk about Orange Piccolo. Yeah, so I really like how he gets bigger and his jawline like widens. Like he gets a stronger chin. He grows like 6 feet. Orange Piccolo must be like 12 feet because normal Piccolo is 7 feet and Orange Piccolo dwarfs him. He looks flipping. I like that he's not actually just regular orange, he's kind of like a golden color, almost similar to Super Saiyan. That insignia on his back, I think that's supposed to be the emblem of the warrior clan, because you know Namekians are divided up into 2 clans. I think that's supposed to be the emblem of the warrior clan. I think that's cool. I like how it changes the color of his belt. I'm starting to like that sort of thing a lot more now. Characters' clothes also change when they transform. I used to not like that sort of shit, but it works. If it works, it works. But yeah, Orange Piccolo is a super sick design. There's nothing wrong with him. The size of his arms are huge. He turns into giant kaiju Piccolo again, like he did in the first 23rd martial arts tournament. I always hated that about Piccolo and Z. Why doesn't he stretch his arms like he does in the game? Like in all of the games, Dragon Ball Z stretches his arms like he did in the 23rd Budokai. But in the actual series, he never did that. This shit used to piss me off. But I'm happy they brought all of that sort of Namekian fighting style back to Piccolo. He's even got telekinesis. He threw a flipping boulder at Gamma 2. That was super dope. In fact, that whole scene where there was on the train was dope. I don't know if I mentioned that earlier in the video, but I just need you to know that that shit was fire. Gohan's new transformation, though, I'm a little bit more on that one. Let me explain why. Ultra Instinct is cool. Like, it's super cool. The silver hair, the shirtless body, the crystal clear aura that just emits power, that's all dope for Ultra Instinct. So why does Gohan have it now? But it's called like a different name and it's got red eyes. I actually think that the red eyes disrupt Gohan's character design. I don't know if Akira Toriyama even made this character design. The colors don't match at all. The red belt, red eyes against the brown shoes does not work. Also, the size of his hair, I understand what they were trying to do. They were trying to make his proportions look like he did when he was a Super Saiyan 2. But something seems off about the design. When I see people illustrate it, it does actually look flipping hard. But I think those illustrators are just flipping tasty. But something's wrong with the 3D model. It doesn't look right. Like it doesn't look right. It looks like his head is gonna fall over. I want to put in this small illustration based off of what Akira Toriyama said in that same afterword where he named Orange Piccolo. In that same afterword, he describes what Beast Gohan was supposed to look like. And I think even though this is quite weird, it's at least more interesting than Gohan Beast that we got. It's conventional. It works, but it definitely could have been better. But the Masaka Papakapo, especially in Canada, fire. Anyways, that's pretty much all I have to say regarding the film right now. I'll make some videos further on it if I have anything else that comes to mind. But apart from that, if you like the video, like the video. If you didn't like what I had to say, still like the video. Share with your friends and family and go watch that film. Like I said at the beginning, the film's so nice I had to watch it twice. Goddamn. Anyways, thanks very much for watching, and that's all I have to say right now, man. God bless.